Okay. Hi. Um, so just so y'all know, my nose is like super swollen right now. Because I've been blowing my nose, I've been sneezing, I've been trying to get over the sickness, but then I also, on top of all that, I got like a really big pimple inside this nose right here. It's big. It's like up here at the very, very top. It sucks. Moving my nose and talking and stuff like that is kind of crazy. But what I wanted to do today, because I said probably tomorrow or today I was going to play Quinfall, but I wanted to watch the December showcase of Scars of Honor. And I figured, I didn't know if any of you guys watched it. And I figured maybe we can watch it together, be more educated on its systems, because apparently, from what I was told, this live stream actually goes over a crap ton of like what they've done and all of the systems. They kind of go over all of them. So I was like, this is actually a pretty good start to like, remember the whole Ashes of Creation baseless speculation streams? The good old days before Alpha 2 was even out. And we would just go live on Twitch and YouTube and just talk about systems and theory craft about the game, basically. I mean, we we were very much used to that, right? So yeah, the good old days. Video games is going over there. Joe, how you doing, brother? Hello, hello. That was the best part. It was, you know what I mean? And I completely agree. And I think, with Scars, especially for, the team and the devs listening and stuff like that, they are, you know, it's really awesome how open they are. And, when I talk to, Venelin, I mean, he was so, I mean, I don't know if you got to see the interview with him, but Roar's interview was great. The one I had with him, I just really appreciated the transparency of saying, well, we don't know. You know what I mean? And that's fine. Like, I don't need an answer for every single thing. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you guys are still iterating. You guys are still thinking of like, okay, how many dungeons or how many bosses per dungeon or, whatever. Like, I don't need a concrete answer. But I think, the next video I'm going to make about Scars is more so kind of educating, when Scars of Honor could potentially launch. And spoiler alert, it's not anytime soon. Hey Vlad, saw you try Dread Mist. I really loved it myself. Inspired me to start making my own MMO. Seeing that one guy did that. Well, yeah, just don't steal assets. Just don't do that. Take the free shit that's in the freaking Unity store or something. Venelin's such a great speaker and is careful not to overstate anything. No, exactly, and that's what I really appreciated from him. And if you got that same impression from Roar's interview, you got the same impression from my interview. The things he can clearly answer, he did. The things that he was unsure about, the things that he wasn't, 100% confirmed, or like, or if they were just like, we're still in the process of iteration, we're still in the process of thinking how many we want to do. Like, I love that. You know what I mean? I think that is what transparency is all about, is just saying, hey, I don't know. And I love it because I'm the same way. Like, if I don't fucking know something, I'm not going to act like some authority figure on a subject I literally know nothing about, unfortunately, I'm more hyped for this than I've been in the game for a long time. They're going to break my heart if they, well, I mean, again, I think, what the Ashes community that's currently refuging over to the Scars of Honor community need to understand that Scars, I think, is just as far away as Ashes was. Okay. So I think there's going to be a lot of leeway, or a lot of headway is what I should have said, going into the rest of this year. Right. From what we could gather, that they're going to open early access up probably sometime in Q3. That can get delayed. It can be Q4, but we will have a game to play this year when it comes to Scars. Now, once we get there, right, we can go into a whole year in 2027, just like how we did in Ashes, and, start, okay, now we know how many dungeons we want to do. Now we know how many raids we want. Now we know like how refined the questing experience needs to be. Now we know we need more quests. Now we know we need more of this, less of that. We need, more mini games or less mini games. We need, a different variation of mini games, right? All that's going to be done when it comes to playtesting. So I think it's more so resetting the expectations now that we're in a new community and just starting fresh, which I know could be like, it's like you feel like it's starting all over, but that's exactly what it is. We are completely starting over again. Um, Hey Vlad, I'm new to your channel. I've been watching your Arcade and Pantheon streams. I hope you've been liking them. Well, so yeah, I mean, Arcade Classic, I have been really enjoying. Pantheon, I'm trying. I really am. I am trying, but I think I really want to wait till the spring update to see what more, things they could add for someone like myself. And, maybe once that spring update comes in, then that game will, you know, be a little less confusing for me. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had the chance to see the 1v1, but I'm excited to watch. I'm really excited for this one. I might start making content for it. I mean, yeah, man. So Scars isn't open access. Yeah, playtesting really does help the devs. What do you mean by open access? Like, do you mean like open development? Like they are going to show live streams, like when they can or can't, right? But this isn't, again, Ashes of Creation, right? It's again resetting expectations. This is not, the same project. This isn't the same people. So it's, I would say, what parts of MMO draw you in the most? Like what features? Oh, class, 100% class. And this is why Scars is 100% up my alley. When he said we were inspired by Path of Exile's talent tree, and I saw they had over 270 nodes of like passives, augments for abilities. So everything that's in that tree is a mixture of, base stat increases. It's a mixture of actual base abilities. It's also a mixture of passives that could augment those set abilities. And there's also passives that augment your class, like can make you actually play, a combination of abilities differently, can make you use your utility differently. And the fact that everything is webbed into this thing where it's like every single direction, I love that shit. That is my fucking bread and butter. I could not fucking wait for something like this because I honestly thought it would be impossible in an MMO. Like you can't have that much customization, but maybe you can. And if they can pull it off, holy fuck. Like I am so fucking for it. Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now. You have a Scars of Honor key to test. So right now there is no keys. From what I was told, the demo when it launches in spring could be next month or something like that. It's free. They're gonna let everybody know, hey, the demo's out, playable on Steam. Go download the demo and go play it. And the demo's free. You don't. From what I was told, you, the person watching me right now, will not have to pay a single dime until release. They already got all the pre-order pack stuff and the Steam early access bundle people. All that's gone. From this point forward, all you need to do is just pay attention. If you want to play Scars, play the demo. If you want to play Scars, wait for the early access, all of which will be free. There's not going to nickel and dime you anywhere. There will be a cosmetic cash shop. We haven't got confirmation as to when. Excuse me, as to when they're going to, do that. Let me see. Wait, full demo for free. Oh, what's their funding from? Oh, pre-order packs. Yeah. And their funding is also privately too, which is from Venlin himself and his boss. They're the ones who actually created Beast Burst Entertainment, because Venlin originally back in 2017 was coding and making Scars literally by himself, and showed a couple of his friends, showed a couple of his people. And then basically his boss saw it and he's like, you have something here. And that's kind of like how it birthed was. And again, go watch Roar's stream. I mean, Vinland talks about it in Roar's interview, and I think it's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, and so then he got more and more people to start making the game with him. And now here we are in 2026, right? So it's a whole different thing. Can't wait to see reaction when you experience more arcade stuff in depth. Yeah, me too, man. I do want to experience more of that game. That game was, I mean, it's a game that's not crossed off my list. That's for sure. So when they got at that system, I kind of set it down immediately. What system are you talking about? Pantheon? Being able to play class spells into other spells was the coolest and make communication feel rewarding. Okay, yeah, Pantheon still has some time to cook. To be honest, it's has a good foundation to be fair, but I never played EverQuest. Yeah, me neither. What even is Scars of Honor? Haven't heard about it until now. I miss Ashes. So yeah, that's what we're gonna get into right now. Like I said, this is going to be their December live stream, right? I figured, you know what? I was gonna watch it by myself, but I was like, I'm just go live and we'll fucking watch it together. You know, there's some people in my chat right now that have never even heard of Scars of Honor. If this seems something like you could play, cool. If it's not, then hey, I don't mind you just being like, hey, Vlad, I'm gonna dip out until you talk about something else or whatever. So I'm just confused why people love cash shops and hate the concept of NFTs. Aren't they basically the same thing? Not really. I don't know too much about NFTs, but I mean, I think NFTs is just too much of a Fugazi thing, right? Because it's like, you know, the whole crypto bro and, you know, crypto being linked to NFTs. So it's like, there's just a lot of people that haven't adopted that. There's a good chunk of people haven't adopted crypto. I downloaded Quinfall because you're live. Awesome, man. I mean, again, I enjoy Quinfall. Like, I'm not trying to delay Quinfall because I'm not enjoying my time there. I think, again, even me as a non-action indie person, I actually really am enjoying the game. For $10 it was not even that bad. You see, I listened to your podcast with the Scars dev, really looking forward to that game. It's nice to hear what he has to say. Yeah, dude, honestly, me too, man. Like, it has been pretty awesome. It seems like a true passion project. Everyone from the team seems genuinely excited for the game and they want to play. Well, it really reminds me of the dev team at Ashes. You know, the people that I met at Intrepid, like these people. And Vinland is just super excited, you know, and the fact that he's the creative director and he's still doing the dev thing on top of that too, right? So he's not just, you know, being that creative person anymore. I mean, he's still, you know, he codes when he can or whatever, like if there's certain things or whatever. But I mean, I think the best thing that Vinland has going for him is that he understands not only the true foundation because it came from his own brain, but the fact that he knows like how to put it down, right? Like on paper. Like that's the one like I was really excited about. I hope Scars of Honor does a bit more styling / effort into the models. Right now they feel a bit flat. Yeah, I mean, exit out, dude. Honestly, like leave that feedback. You know, what could make the art, you know, more like have a flair, have a pop to it. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's all about. So let's go ahead and we'll watch this. I'll skip ahead, of course. Give me 1 second. I'll put my headset on. Say I really want Asheron's Call style MMO to be honest, or to be honest, one of the best old school MMOs. I've never played that game, so I can't even comment to see like what that MMO is like or whatever. But I mean, there has been a huge resurgence of people creating a lot of the old school, you know, hearkening to old school principles, you know, Scars of Honor being one of them. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me close. Oh, what's this?
Buenos días, or hello.
Hey guys.
Hi everybody, здравейте.
Hey, it's me, Mario. I'm from the United States.
Maribang, greetings friends, this is Ozzy and I'm joining you today all the way from Turkey.
Ciao, I am Michela from Italy.
Kia ora, hello. I'm Rohan from Wellington, New Zealand.
Hola, my name is Liz and I'm the community manager for Beastverse.
My name is Ivo, I'm from Bulgaria and I'm currently working as a lead 3D environment artist here at Beastburst Entertainment.
I'm Alex Turofev, lead game designer at Beastburst Entertainment.
I'm the resident writer of Scars of Honor.
I'm in charge of cinematic trailer production at Beastburst.
I am senior technical artist in Beastburst Entertainment.
I'm a 3D animator here at Beastburst and my job is here to bring your favorite characters and creatures to life.
I'm a tech artist at Beastburst working on Scars of Honor.
I am project manager for business development at Beastburst Entertainment.
I'm the quest designer at Beastburst. I really love what the team is doing with the Scar system and actually cannot wait to dive into that myself.
What I really like is how the game is being built with the community and how the team is fully committed to listening to players, and that's something you don't see everywhere.
What I like about Scars of Honor is this vibe of old school MMORPG game it has. It brings me back 15
I really don't know if they're hiring, man, but dude, there's so many people that lost their job at Intrepid that are brilliant developers. I don't know, man. I should probably reach out to Vinland. I mean, I'm sure he already knows. Like, I mean, they did a whole like seminar recently, so
Years ago, I really like that.
I am absolutely in love of every single skill set of each class, and I'm looking.
Oh, you already
forward
asked
to
Roar?
play them
Okay,
in
good.
PvE, actually.
good.
One thing I truly admire about Scars of Honor is the extensive amount of its races and their designs. That being said, I was fully responsible to animate some of these guys. Barons, Undeads, your all-time favorite female orc, which you guys like to call Donny Mummy.
Right now I have the pleasure to design some potions and foods to help you win and survive in the game.
Personally, my favorite task has been working with the quest data and forming the system that'll actually get that data into the game.
Me and my team pour tons of love in what
Massive
we do,
carper vein.
which ranges from visual development, set dressing certain pieces, to even the smallest asset.
It has been amazing to search for your attitude, guys, to understand what you like and what you don't like regarding an MMORPG game.
I like helping artists to make their jobs faster and easier. This is my favorite part, making people's life easier at work.
This is perfect. I'm looking happy as
Oh, there's the boss from the Crypts.
The core tool I've worked on has been the new character system, which includes compute shaders and cloth simulation.
I like very much working for the game and creating the world that we all will be playing.
Personally, my favorite task has been working with the quest data and forming the system that'll actually get that data into the game.
And of course, I love being the bridge between players and the dev team, hearing what you want and making sure your voice is part of the process.
Our team is preparing some awesome cinematic trailers. We're gonna show you our unique races like Grontars and Bears.
Has anyone played Bronze Build WoW Player server? Yeah, I mentioned that during my interview because WoW Ascension, which is a private server for WoW, has kind of like the inspiration from the Scar system, which is like a card system. And I loved it too. Like the card system I thought was really cool, of like choosing wish abilities and, you know, be able to like pick your class kind of thing. Like that to me was like awesome.
And we're definitely gonna rock you.
And I hope you can see all of this when you log in and manage to explore the world that we're building specifically for you.
And you know what? Scars of Honor is gonna bring you true MMORPG experience.
Okay.
Welcome to Scars of Honor, a free-to-play MMORPG built first for PC. What began as a small passion project by our founder, Venelin, has grown into a full-scale production with over
Wow, I didn't even know it looked
people
like that
at
before.
Beastburst now bringing this
That's
world to
crazy.
life. Our vision is to revive the challenge and depth of classic MMORPGs while combining them with modern systems and fresh
See, this
ideas.
looks like a
And above
mobile
all,
game.
Scars of Honor is truly free to play with no pay to win. We hope you enjoy the showcase.
To war, a dire foe awaits.
Wow.
Our proud heroes are gone now. White lords buried in ice. Would you face the wrath of the dragon all night long when the great night falls?
Oh, so this is the future. Wow, it's like a mini game. Dude, you have no idea how excited I am for this fucking system. Like, if you look up here, yes, because it's this whole talent tree. Wait till you see it expanded. But you have up here scars, augmentation, crafting, guild. There's also one for mounts. There's mounts, character. I forgot what that one says because it's covering it. But yeah, I love the UI too. I think the UI looks fucking great, to be honest with you. But look at this. This is I don't even think this is just a passive. Enemies with Phoenix Blast Fire Trail take 20% increased damage from all sources while they're remain inside. So it's like all of these different variations, which you don't need to take, right? Like you can fill the whole thing up if you want, or you can just take a portion of it. Like, oh dude, the fucking expression of like the freedom of it is what I want to see so badly. Because that's also, again, in conjunction with abilities, your base stats. Again, just think of PoE, right? You have your small nodes, your medium nodes, and your large nodes, right? Large nodes are like super crazy customization, you know, filled. Like,
With the beast in the darkness, bring him doom as the great night falls. The dragon's eyes burn and fear.
oh, PoE, 100%. All right, I'm going to skip ahead. All right, here we go. All right, let's see.
Hello, Scars of Honor community. Long time no see. Welcome to the Scars of Honor
Greta.
showcase, where we will have a look at everything we've achieved for the most part of 2025. My name is Greta, and I'll be hosting the showcase today. We've been silent for the last 6 months, and that's for a very good reason. I know we kept a lot of the things under the shadows, but that's only because we want to boost the showcase and
Please, like, I'm going to say this right now. Like, and I think I did see something that they are not going to do showcases anymore until like they actually have more. Like, coming from a company that did monthly live streams, just make the game. just make the game. I don't need to see a monthly live stream. You want to put up a newsletter of some things that happened that month? Great. Just work on the game. Like, that is my biggest advice to you guys. Just work on the game.
its impact, and trust me, it was worth the wait. Coming up next, we have massive updates, and we are talking about new character visuals, never seen before systems, PvE, PvP, and something special in the end. That's not just a showcase, it's a celebration of Scars of Honor and its amazing community. We've met and we've surpassed our goals, shaping Scars of Honor into the product we aim to release next year. There's a lot to show you, so stay with us till the end. Now let's begin with one of the most exciting updates for your eyes, the races and the progress we've made on the character models for the better part of 2025, presented by our lead 3D environment artist, Ivo Yordanov.
Yeah, just don't pull in Ashes of Creation, for sure.
Hi everyone, I'm here to give you an update on
Ivo.
what our art teams have been working on. We've been busy since the last update and have made a lot of exciting progress in different areas of the game.
It said before and after.
Some areas have been modified from how they were before, and others fully reworked. We redesigned the characters to achieve a consistent style.
See, I don't mind this. To me, it looks a little Fortnite-y. Like, I'm going to be honest. But I don't mind the Fortnite style either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Like, this is actually not bad at all. Like, I love the buttons. It looks really clean.
And
like, I'm just saying that right now. For a demo, it looks really clean. I mean, for still an alpha, so to speak.
Each race in the game now feels more connected to the lore of this game. The revised style blends modern technical approaches with familiar elements from classic MMORPGs. We've also given our armor sets and armor system a full rework, allowing us to create more varied gear and offer deeper customization for players. Armors are now more strongly connected to the chosen class of the player.
Yeah, it looks good.
We reviewed and polished all character animations so they fit better the updated character style. Creatures and NPCs have also been reworked.
I do agree. It looks a little too clean, you know? But again, all that stuff is like what you're seeing is always a work in progress. That's why they say that, right? But they're just showing you like the overall, you know, stillness of like the new, right? Like, hey, this is what our new design looks like. Is it colored properly? No. Is it detailed correctly? No. Like, So just keep that in mind, right? This isn't like, hey, we're showing you the final version that's never ever going to change again. Like it's not what it is. You know what I mean?
To fit the new style, and have also received new set of animations and VFX. Our environments have been rethemed, had their
That looks good, man.
adjusted, and more subzones have been added.
Look,
for
I'm
the
gonna
player to X.
I'm gonna
Our
say something like this to me already has a lot of personality to it. Like seriously, like this looks really good. I don't mind it.
environments have been rethemed, had their layouts adjusted, and more subzones have been added.
Oh yeah,
for the
stylized
player to
always
explore.
holds up well,
On the technical
especially
side,
after a time.
we've improved the shaders we use for our characters and NPCs. Now they better reflect the materials used on, such as skin and metal, while maintaining the overall stylization of the characters and the world.
I love the armor,
involved
man. Looks
have
great.
also been improved to make our environments more immersive and exciting to explore. Later in this presentation, you'll hear more about these improvements in detail. You'll also see some examples of how the game used to look and how it has evolved. We are pushing ahead towards our next release and still have many things to get done for you. We are excited to keep sharing our progress with you all. Let's take a look at how the world of Aragon has evolved.
This is before. Oh wow. Before. Yeah, that's huge. Before. Yeah, those are huge changes. Yeah, a lot of people say they don't like graphics. I personally love it. I think it has a whimsical fantasy theme. No, for sure. I completely agree. Like, I really dig this style. Now, mind you, I was ready for like a more realistic MMO. That's why I loved Ashes of Creation style, and a lot of people didn't like it. I was a huge fan of it. I loved it. But just because I was waiting for something that looked realistic doesn't mean, oh, I now shit on anything that's stylized. Like, no. Stylized will always look amazing, right? Especially if the style has a uniqueness to it, or if it has even a callback to, like, you know, or an inspiration from another style, right? Like a lot of this looks like a mixture of Fortnite to like World of Warcraft, you know, but it does make me feel like immersed in it. And I think that's the most important part, right? Is being immersed. Despade, thank you so much, man. Like, it was, like I said, Vinland was great, man. The one thing I did love that he said too was that ground mounts are going to be the thing. Gliders potentially are also going to be a thing in Scars of Honor, but no flying mounts. Absolutely zero flying mounts. There will never be flying mounts. Golly, I was so excited to hear that, man. Beyond excited to hear that. See, those look good, man. I like it. Sea of Thieves.
Honestly, I cannot wait to get my hands on the new character creation. I am guilty of putting hours in that part alone, and I'm pretty sure that my friends will hate me for spending so much time
I never cared about character
on
creation.
my avatar. But hey, it's important to look amazing because I will be the last thing my enemies are gonna see before they die. Now that we have seen the visual overhaul of the races, let's review the improvements we've made on the classes and
yes,
overall
Dauntless. I love
character
Dauntless.
progression.
It does have a very Dauntless look to it too.
Hey everyone, I'm Venelin, Creative Director on Scars of Honor. When we talk about your hero's journey, progression is at the heart of it. It defines how your character grows,
I like how they're all dressed
your
up.
playstyle evolves, and how you leave your
That looks
mark
awesome.
on the world of Aragon. To support that vision, we've rebuilt the entire quest system from the ground up. Each quest now comes with its own mechanics, its own visual identity, and a playstyle that feels truly distinct the moment you step into it. For today's showcase, we are taking a closer look at 4 of them: the Druid, Mage.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Subbed, if you're going to be covering Scars of Honor content, consider me sub for sure. Oh yeah, dude. Like, Roar started the whole fucking train. Like, Roar told me about it before it was cool. Like, he knew about it. He was kind of semi following it. And he told me about it like last year. And I was like, you know, we're all still in ashes, right? So, you know, for me, I never wanted to be like, I wanted to be a mono content creator. I wanted to go all in on Ashes. Didn't really care what the hell any other company was doing. But now that Ashes is gone, like, I want to focus on another MMO. And honestly, Scars might actually be the MMO I want to concentrate on, because this literally screams Vladis. This whole MMO, like the whole dynamic questing, like the professions, the character customization options, like it just, I feel like this game was almost made for me in a sense. Like I don't know.
Ranger and Paladin. And in the clips ahead, you see how your choices shape the experience. From the class you begin with, to the scars you earn along the way, to the talents you unlock. Let's take a look.
I wish they could add the talent system to like the website or something.
The design director of Scars of Honor. Our talent system is built around flexibility, experimentation, and replayability.
That looks so cool. Look how big this is, dude.
It's a way to shape who your character becomes. Every choice matters. Talents don't simply increase as numbers. They augment your spells, change how your skills behave, and...
Oh man, what am I gonna play? Dude. A lot. If this, because I feel like this game is gonna be, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be super alt friendly, but I'm kind of an altaholic. Like I probably will start with whatever class feels the most fun to me, but I think I'll end up playing almost all of them. There's only 10 classes. So I probably will, if they have 10 slots of character choosing, I probably will play all of them.
Reshape the
Necro probably being the very top of my list though.
You can commit fully to a specialization, or you can break them all and create hybrids that blend multiple paths into something uniquely yours.
Dude, look at that. So this is Phoenix Blast. This is literally an ability. Your Phoenix, you see, now travels 20 meters. Oh no, this isn't even that's not even an ability. Sorry. This is an augment to a previously made ability. I forgot where he picked that up along the way. But yes, this is actually a modifier. So your Phoenix now travels 20 meters over the battlefield, dealing damage to enemies. It hits and leaving a trail of fire in its wake, dealing damage per second to all enemies within the area for 5 seconds.
Some talents empower your core kit. Others completely redefine how you approach combat. And the deeper you go, the more your build starts to feel personal. A reflection of your decision, your style, and your identity. It's more than stats.
That's so cool.
Too. No two builds are the same. So let's talk in depth. And
look at Discord. Shit, dude. Hold on, Roar sent me something. Let me save this image. Hold on one second. Dude, look at this. So Roar sent me the fucking massive tree. So this looks like the mage, potentially. Look how big this is. Like, this is crazy. Like, if this doesn't get you excited, oh my God. Like, because this screams, a bunch of different ways to play a class. So like, you know how World of Warcraft has like specs? So there isn't any kind of specs in this game, but I'm pretty sure within this fucking massive 300 node talent tree, you can have specializations. I mean, there's potentiality on, Roar, can I say the thing that you told me about the necromancer? Can I say that? Or is that like, you don't want me to say it? Because I won't say it. But I'm waiting for Roar. I probably already said too much, yeah. But I mean, there's going to be things in this tree that is okay. So Roar told me that for the necromancer, there's going to be like huge passive nodes because the necromancer so let me also say this. Classes will have an affinity to a specific armor type, just like World of Warcraft. Like if you're a priest, you're only going to wear cloth. If you're a warlock, you only wear cloth. And with necromancers, it's a cloth-based class. But there's a passive on here that can transform your necromancer into a death knight, because now your affinity is now plate instead of cloth. So just to kind of give you like a glimpse like into like what their mode of thinking for class design, it's just so fucking cool. Like it's so fucking cool. Like, I don't know, man. Like I just get so nerdy with this shit because so this right here, it says right here. So you have equipment, your skills, talents, mounts, scars, augmentation, crafting, and guild. So if mounts are up here, I would assume there's probably gonna be like a catalog of earnable mounts that you get so that you don't have to keep in your fucking bag. So that to me is like really fucking cool. The Real McCoy, dude, thank you so much for the follow, man. Thank you. So yeah, this, I don't know, man. I'm just so, I never, ever thought I would play an MMORPG with a fucking tree like this in my life. I just never thought that would have been possible. Like it's just,
For that, we will dive into the mage class. Let's say you follow the wizard path, focusing on burning magic and raw power. One of your signature spell is the Phoenix Blast. It's devastating circle area hitting spell. And through talents, you can evolve it in very different directions. One note lets Phoenix Strike to melt enemy resistant and ignite them, making them more susceptible to other fire attacks. Another, make the spell stop being a circle hit area, but a flying phoenix to rise from the sky and burn everyone from you onwards, applying burning effects on the ground. And if this is not enough, you can also remove the cast time of the spell, making it an instant attack that decimates the battlefield. That's just one of mage's ability that have plenty of other evolutions. Just be careful if you choose to fully max out one combat move, you will intentionally give up on another powerful traits. Each class
so
has
cool.
around 300 unique talents, and even at max level, you will only unlock a portion of the tree. So your decision really define your playstyle.
That's awesome.
The Paladin is the frontline defender of Scars of Honor, the heart of every battle. This class is built around protecting your
actually, that I would recommend an MMO to play so you can pass the time with this game. It's called Rift. People have been telling me that. I actually want to download it. I know it's an older game, but I'll probably download it. I don't know when I'll play it, but I'll download it and I'll see, like, you know, if I can put it on my list. I just feel like I've been playing so many new MMOs lately that I don't even know how you guys feel about me been playing a different MMO. Like, I don't know if it's fatiguing for you guys that I'm not staying like on one MMO. Because I feel like I know I'm trying a whole bunch of them, but I feel like I haven't gone deep on any of them because there's only so much you can do in 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like I want to play a couple of them a little bit longer to see more of the end game, or just see more about what the game is about, like in its deeper systems, you know, instead of very just surface level, you know?
Controlling the fight and standing your ground when everything gets chaotic. One of the biggest additions is our new shield mechanic. It allows the Paladin to actively block all incoming projectiles, creating real defensive moments your team can play around. And
that's
with a mix
cool.
of revamped abilities and brand new skills, the class now feels more dynamic, more tactical, and more move forward. The talent archetypes we are planning will let you shape the class into exactly the frontline style you want. From heavy defenders to aggressive holy warriors, watch how the Paladin holds the line.
Reintroducing the Paladin, formerly known as the Knight, a versatile frontline class capable of acting as a tank, damage dealer, support, or anything in between. This beast has a devastating
Jason, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Thank you, man.
An impact enemies won't forget. Paladin by default doesn't just come with great offense. There's also defensive skills to protect players in range. You can provide armor and help to your teammates, empowering them.
My only fear that I'm seeing gameplay is it could tab target always feels a bit floaty. You know, in my opinion, World of Warcraft is a very floaty game. Like, you're literally just swinging around a sword and, you know, and again, floaty is fine for certain people, like totally. But I believe that there's that impact, you know, again, coming from Ash's maim on the fighter was a fucking amazing ability. And I'm just curious if they're more into like the high octane, super quick combat, because if it's going to be high octane, super quick combat, then every ability on a melee class is going to feel like insanely floaty. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're wielding a two-handed sword, everything's just quick, you know? So I'm just curious, like if that's actually going to translate or actually feel good gameplay wise.
Back to battle. Having trouble against range attacks? That's where the shield comes into play. The paladin can now block incoming projectiles for 5 seconds, whether it's the mage's spells or the ranger's arrows. Now, you're less likely to be sniped by the elemental beam as the shield consumes a ton
Yeah,
of
the sound is
damage.
super important, like critically important. If the sounds are good.
The mage, the bringer of destruction. We are truly excited about where this fan-favorite class
Let's
is going.
go.
If you follow the wizard path, you will fight at range with wands channeling beams.
Wow,
of
look at all
full
those instant
elemental
casts.
power with a much smoother, faster combat flow.
That
But
looks
if you want
cool.
something more aggressive, the battle mage puts you on the front line, staff and sword in hand, mastering barriers and defense while you refuse to give your foes even an inch. And for those who crave the unknown, you can tap into the cosmic magic itself, bending reality, controlling space, and turning the battlefield into your playground, sometimes by dropping a black hole right in the middle of a group of goblins.
That looks
Talking
cool.
about overkill.
The mage is an aggressive caster class, able to focus on any combination of consistent or burst
Wow.
damage, single target, or multiple targets, thanks to its mastery over elements.
Dude, the fact that the mage is super mobile, because I'm always so used to mages being super like a turret. Jesus, like a turret where they have to stand still and deliver, and this mage is constantly moving. Like I would love to play a mage, and that's the one thing about Ashes of Creation that had me spoiled rotten. Because when I went back to World of Warcraft, and it's like I wanted to move, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot my spell cast gets interrupted. Like in Ashes, it doesn't, because you just slowly walk. You know, if you're casting your Chain Lightning, you're casting your Lightning Blast or whatever, like you can still like move. I would love something like that to be in the game. And again, with the immense talent tree, adding like a passive to like cast while moving, even at a walk would be amazing.
Elemental magic. It can even become a tank with energy shields generated depending on dealing damage. For now, we're going to focus on the aspect of a damage dealer with heavy crowd control and area damage. As a
That
master of
ability
the
looks
elements,
really cool.
The mage has access to a wide variety of spells that can pack a punch from a medium range with different damage types to choose from, whether it's cosmic energy, fire, ice, or lightning. This class can even conjure up a black hole that pulls nearby enemies towards its center, enough to follow up with another devastating spell.
I like how numbers aren't all
My
exaggerated
favorite class
either.
is the Ranger. There is much to this class that really makes you play carefully. It has great mobility and range.
I love Rangers.
And keeping that range is crucial. When to engage, disengage, and when to chase your targets. Things can get ugly really quickly for the Ranger, as most other classes are tougher or deal more damage, so usually trading damage is not an option. The Ranger is really for players that are great tacticians. This class has a lot of ways to outsmart and disable the enemy.
Dang, that guy's fast.
Slowing them down. And now, placing mechanical gadgets, like turrets for example, a new addition to greatly complement their gameplay and make the movement and control of the area even more impactful. Let's see how the Ranger takes aim.
If contributing to the battlefield from afar is more of your style, look no further than the Ranger. An agile, long-distance class focusing on staying unreachable by enemies while wearing them down with deadly shots, traps, and gadgets. Marksmanship is what makes this class a cut above the rest, with an auto attack that can travel beyond even a mage spellcasting.
Oh, sorry, off topic. How did your interview with Joppa go? I didn't get to see the whole thing. I think it went well. By the comments that I got, it seems that the Pantheon community was pretty negative on how I talked to Joppa, or like the questions I asked. But like I said, I mean, I think Joppa's a great dude, man. Like, I really appreciate the fact that he came in and talked to me and talked to me about the game, especially as like a completely like brand new, potential player. But I feel like there was just so many people, and this is what I didn't like about the Ashes community, because anytime a person that wasn't a part of the Ashes community or didn't know nothing about the Ashes community, anytime there was any kind of a negativity or like, did y'all see this or that? Like all the white knights of Ashes would go and pile on that person and comment, and just say things like, well, maybe this game isn't for you. Like, maybe you should, go and play WoW or, play some other game. And it's just, I never cared for that shit from Ashes. Like that was just something that I felt like, why are you just shooing away potentially new people? Like, educate them about it, like talk to them about it. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of, especially these projects that have been in development for like a long time, like they're very protective of it, right? If they really like the game, they're very protective. So anything that seemed like a threat or seems like, you're treading on dangerous territory by talking about the systems that I love, like that's what happens. And so, I get it, you know what I mean? But it doesn't offend me. It doesn't make me mad or whatever. Like, I mean, it's just like, I understand the passion there, but to me, it's a little displaced, because it's like, wouldn't you want to be more inviting, or like maybe just say like, hey, I understand that you like these things, but this game is supposed to like bring the sense of adventure back. It's supposed to be a little bit, like less handholdy, less this or whatever. Like, I always feel like you want to be more compassionate to a new player and not just fucking shit on them and say they're stupid and whatever. Like, oh, now I really want to be a part of this community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just weird.
Rangers will almost purely be damage dealers with various supportive utility in their arsenal to help their allies if needed. They can silence enemies from casting spells or immobilize them, buying them time for the team to retaliate. The Ranger can throw a stationary turret, which automatically shoots energy bolts, dealing damage to any enemy in its line of sight.
I like the Ranger.
A druid is a synonym of versatility, and we wanted to boost that to 1000. It is safe to say it is one of few classes capable of covering the entire Holy Trinity of healer, damage dealer, and tank. If you choose the caster
just
route,
like any druid,
you'll find yourself manipulating the spores of the land to heal or inflict pain over time. If you want to try something different, you can become a leader of a pack of ferocious animals, giving commands and throwing yourself into melee combat, tearing your enemies limb by limb. And of course, no druid will be completed without their legendary shapeshift transformation that let you become towering beasts and primal monstrosities, each unleashing its own ferocious powers, dominate the battlefield. Let's see the druid look and feel in action.
Our current vision for the Druid is all about versatility. This class is able to fulfill any role and become any combination of hybrid between many paths, whether tanking or DPS. But as of now, we're taking a look at the healing and support aspects. The Druid's class mechanics are spores. When they're applied to enemies, they are harmful, dealing damage over time. However, it's the opposite when cast at allies. They are restorative and heal the targeted player instead. Both effects are proportional
this looks so
to the number of stacks applied. Most of the spells apply this effect. For example, the Druid's basic attack is a 3-hit combo that deals damage and applies 1 stack of spores to enemies. This spell can also heal when it's cast at friendlies. As a Druid caster, you can keep enemies at bay or protect teammates running low on health.
That's
Another
a cool
great
spell.
ability, the Druid's shapeshifting. The class can transform into a dangerous creature with its own set of brutal attacks and can strike fear into enemies.
That's pretty cool. I'd like to hear more about you and your thoughts on PvP. I'm a PvPer from vanilla/TBC PvP servers, and I like being flagged and being vulnerable with the potential to be camped It adds emergency and brings another dimension to everything. I love it. What do you dislike about it? Sincere question. Sorry it's so long. I just think it's shit gameplay. Look, as someone who would want to go into the PvP mode and PvP, I don't mind getting like running as a level 30 and there's like max level 50 that comes in and kills me. Like, oh shit, bad luck, right? Like if they wanted to kill me, cool. But to literally like spawn camp you in the graveyard endlessly for hours, like I don't find content denial like that to be particularly fun or interesting. Like, again, I understand that there's always the threat of PvP, but when it's super lopsided PvP like that, I mean, again, what we had to do back in the day was you asked your guild, hey, there's a level 50 camping me over here in, Terran Mill, or there's, a person over here in Stranglethorn Vale that's like spawn camping me as some feral druid or a subtlety rogue or whatever. I just think that as the player that's constantly being camped, like being killed once, okay, being killed twice, especially literally on the graveyard, is another. And I think just having an option to, instead of being brought back to life at that current graveyard you're literally in, that you can spawn either somewhere else. Like, and that's it. Just enough time to like get away and regroup yourself. And that'll again either be like, hey, I don't want to do those quests over there because that player's over there, or give you time to regroup, you know what I mean, while actually being alive and going and trying to maybe do something else. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, all I'm saying is that I think it's just a shit gameplay to content deny someone like that. And this is why I loved Ashes of Creation, because it's like there were risks, there were things of like literally going out and just like ganking people like that repeatedly, just over and over and over again. And I think it doesn't have to be anything huge. Like, I think just having an option to teleport to another graveyard is easy. It's a very easy thing, and I think it's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, as a PvPer, you want a PvP, but if it's super lopsided PvP, like, and you want to go somewhere else, like, because again, if it's not lopsided, if a level 30 killed me and he's there at the graveyard, like, at least I can probably still maybe have a chance, and again, it should be an option on the player that died. If I want to stay at this graveyard to try to kill this person back, or do I want to try to teleport to another near graveyard just to like regroup and potentially get him? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. I have so many questions, but a lot of these videos haven't popped out of my feed. I guess it's getting traction. Oh yeah, dude, like Scars. I mean, Roar's video is almost at 10,000 views. His interview with Vinland. So yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. Is there going to be separate server channels, zones for PvP and PvE? So what we do know, it's basically going to be like war mode. So every server is technically a PvE server, but you can pop war mode and now you're basically on a different shard in that same server for PvP. Like, that's how it's going to work. Is Vinland thinking you can just unflag from PvP? You can untoggle it, but it's not going to be anywhere. You have to untoggle PvP at a major city. So that's how it's going to be. You can't just toggle it on and off whenever the hell you want. So, and I think that could be another option too for that player, right? Like, if you're getting spawn camped, or if the game notices that you're dying like from a player like within a minute of each other, then it can say like, hey, do you want to opt out of PvP, for the time being or whatever? Like, I think that's another option too, right? Like, I think there's pretty simple or easy fixes for that kind of situation. But I think again, especially in open world, it's always fun to like kill a lobby, right? I get that. It's the repeatedness of it. Like, you got your one kill, cool. But to like, and again, I know because I played on Ultra Storms back in 2007. I literally got content denied a lot. And when your guild is not even in the same continent, or half of your guild isn't even playing right now, your only other option is just to log off the game and just try another time. Again, it's like you want to fucking play, but there's a person that's literally just content denying you, and now you don't even want to fucking play. Like, that's not fun, is what I'm saying.
Scars are one of the most defining progression systems in Scars of Honor. They are not just upgrades or passive perks, they are marks of your journey. Each scar is earned through real milestones, major victories, key discoveries, and moments that let you shape your hero's story in Aragon. And once you unlock a scar, it doesn't just make you stronger, it changes how you play.
Dude, this is a scar system.
Scars let you push your quest identity further, open new build paths, and create a character that feels truly yours.
Sorry. Jake, thanks so much for the follow, man. Thank you. So you acquired a scar. So there's like, I know Freddie said there's going to be common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary scars. So this is an example of a legendary scar right here. So Spirit Tide Awakening, your healing spells heal 50% more when you're below 50%. That is insane. Increase your movement speed and armor by 10% when you're below 20% health. When you go 20% health, you obtain 200% barrier, refreshes every 30 seconds. Increase all your stats by 5 when you're below. Dude, you can probably, oh my God, bro, like Vanish as a rogue in BC, because they had an ability where you would do like, not like, I forgot what the fuck it was called, but subtlety rogues had this ability to where, when they reach like 10% less health, like you do 99% less damage to them and you're doing like fucking nothing. I forgot what the fuck that's called. But can you imagine if you got a bunch of scars that said like when you're below 20% less health, you have like a bunch of armor, a bunch of like, you know, just a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? To like boost you up. Cheat death. Thank you so much. Yeah. Cheat death. Like that. I mean, again, and this is in conjunction to your big ass talent tree. So you're getting both of these things. You're going to be getting scars and augmenting from your talent tree, which is insane.
They are designed to make progression.
So yeah, just increase. So a lot of these are like below 50, below 20, like you just get a bunch of different
personal,
things.
Meaningful, and deeply tied to your achievements.
Interesting.
Scars are the defining traits of your character, the very proof of the goals you've achieved. They are a group of bonuses and spell modifications applied to the player's character. They represent the milestones of your journey, whether it's leveling up or overcoming a challenge like defeating a boss. An achievement is rewarded accordingly, taking your character to the next level. Scars are separated in scar groups of 2 to 4, where only one scar can be active at a time from a given group. You're presented with enough options to tailor to your playstyle. The active scar from an unlocked group can be changed by spending currency or using a consumable item.
Okay, consumables can change it.
These talent trees are such a sight to behold. I'm already calling dibs on playing the druid. But what is Scars of Honor with no scars? Well, it ain't, because each and every scar tells a story of epic battles, adventurous dungeons, evil spirits, and so much more. Let's see how we will be putting those skills to the test in both our PvP and PvE, shall we? Starting up with dungeons presented by Venelin Vasilev.
Dungeons are where Scars of Honor becomes true cooperative adventure. They are not just combat spaces, they are war-rich trials built to test how well you fight, adapt, and survive together. Every dungeon is a place
Arion, thank you so much for that. When I play Pantheon, I'll hit you up. Just follow my channel.
And something important about our approach.
You'll know
Dungeons in Scars
when I
of
play
Honor
Pantheon.
will always evolve. We are building them as living challenges. Each run can shift through different encounter mechanics and roguelike elements. The goal is that even after your 50th or 100th run, this specific dungeon still feels new, tense, unpredictable, and worth mastering. Today, we are stepping into the first major dungeon, the Crypt of the Fallen. This place was once a sacred burial vault for an...
So apparently it's this dungeon here that it has 64,000 variations. So this is one of the procedural dungeons, and there's a bunch of mini bosses that are in this, plus the big spider boss, which is the main boss at the end. And yeah, there's a shit ton of variation that every time you go into this place, it's just insane. Yes, I think I play on that server. I play on the biggest one. It's like New World's Last Dungeon System. Forgot what it's called. Yeah, there's a lot of games too that do procedural dungeon generation design, and I'm fine with it. I think it actually adds a lot to it. That again, like I don't mind linear dungeons, but it's cool whenever you know, like you don't know what's coming, like you don't know what to expect. Catacombs. There you go.
Ancient order that defended Aragon in the earliest wars.
Oh God, I hope not.
Fell, the crypt was sealed to protect the world from
crabs everywhere. Jesus.
But time didn't silence it. It corrupted it. What waits below is not just the dead. It's the remains of a vow that refused to end. You see a big leap in atmosphere and visual fidelity, but also huge increase in variety, new obstacles, enemy types, and mechanics that demand real awareness. And deep within, a boss encounter that pushes your coordination to the limit. You need teamwork, awareness, and courage. Let's step into the depths.
Introducing the Crypt of the Fallen, the first dungeon of Scars of Honor. Very few warriors dared to enter it, and those who did never came back. Whether alone or with the party, you'll have to pick your poison as you choose between rooms full of
we're gonna
different
do all
challenges.
64,000 variations.
They are procedurally generated, meaning that the layout of the dungeon will always be different every time you enter alone or with a party. A variety of precious treasures to loot, puzzles to solve, traps to
Yeah,
evade,
not a costume.
enemies
Yeah,
to
just their
kill.
actual clothes.
Oh, wait. Legends say that danger in all of its forms
Heavy Circuit, what's going
lurks
on,
in the
brother?
depths.
Thank you for the follow, man.
Enemies of different types and sizes seek their next prey, and amongst them,
Do we know how the leveling will be? Most MMOs are now so easy and fast to blow through in levels. Yeah, so I asked him that question during the talk I had with him, and he says that they're going to go more old school, like vanilla WoW leveling than retail leveling. So it's not going to be a wham bam, thank you, man. I'm max level 50 in 8 hours. It's not going to be that.
you might face venomous scorpions and bloodthirsty gorejaws. However, overcoming these obstacles is simply a trial before
I like the way the dungeon
challenge,
looks.
the showdown against the terrifying Spider Queen. Once the dungeon is finally completed, you
Dude.
can try it again, because nothing you've
Does
learned
anybody else get the vibes of WildStar? Because like WildStar was one of the very few games, I think Final Fantasy 14 does it too, of like the reticles on the floor. Like anytime you see bosses like do like the cone things, and you know, oh shit, get out of the cone kind of thing. Like I love that. It just, people say it's like immersion breaking. I don't think so. I think it's actually pretty cool. The armor always made me think of WildStar. Yeah, me too. Always makes me think of fucking WildStar. Yeah, yeah, max is 50. Yes, max is 50. Let me see. I do wonder about each variation will be different enough to make the dungeon interesting. Is it just dungeons similar to how WoW did them, or are they more procedural? Well, I mean, we're not going to know until we get in there, right? I mean, he made an example of like you go into a room and it's basically like a treasure room that you can go and like pick shit up off the floor. And there's like another room that you go into and there's like different mob sets that are there. You can go into another room and there's a mini boss there. You can go to another room. Like it's just a bunch of different just variants of like that. So, I mean, yeah. And like I said, we'll just have to see when we get into the demo of like, does it feel too samey? Does the procedural, like, yes, there's 64,000 variations, but technically, like once we discovered every single room, you kind of know what to expect kind of thing, right? Yeah. Spring will tell us a lot. 100%. I'm not a big telegraphed enemy fan, but it's not a huge deal. Honestly, like neither am I. Like, again, I play WoW. Like WoW doesn't really have a lot of super hardcore telegraphs like that. But again, like to me, it's very reminiscent of like WildStar, Final Fantasy 14, stuff like that. Max level being 50 is fine. That's just for the first few years, and eventually a level cap will be raised. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And again, the one thing I love about Scars of Honor and its class design, since we don't have fucking 64 classes to worry about, adding a new class to this game is not going to be a pain in the ass like comparatively to Ash's was going to be, you know, because then adding a base class would make it a 70, what is it, going from 64 to 81, you know? And so this is just going to have, you're going to have another class to potentially play with another big ass talent tree. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me is really cool. Like I see the expansions, like I see like adding a new class to this game, what it could bring. Like that to me is super fucking exciting.
from the past one will help you find your way or stay alive in the next, more challenging one.
It is time to talk about PvP, our bread and butter. We are putting a lot of work into making PvP feel fair, competitive and rewarding. And today we are showing two modes defining that direction, Talon's Ring and Morning Pass. Talon's Ring is our arena experience. It's fast and forgiving and built around pure skill. You will fight into three-sided matches where positioning, timing and quick decision matters every second. Step into the ring expecting chaos. Step in ready to prove something because only the strongest will walk out remembered. We are also supporting different arena formats like 1 versus 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2 versus 2, and even class-based mirror fights. So if you want to settle things without excuses, this is where you do it. It's not about the class, it's about how you play it. And alongside arenas, Morning Pass is our battleground. This mode is all about coordinated warfare, a 5 versus 5 clash inside an ancient fortress shaped by centuries of conflict. To keep matches fair, level and gear advantages are disabled. Instead, you fight to control using what you earn inside the match, looting temporary champions gear, securing soul jars, and pushing your team to victory. Here is the glimpse of the action.
That's interesting. You earn the gear while you're in the battleground?
We unveiled the Morning Pass, the first battleground of Scars of Honor, where players had equal gear and fought in intense battles where those with superior skills and teamwork prevailed. The feedback we've received from both our action-packed playtest and our appearance at Brazil Game Show in October of last year has been incredible, and we are implementing the mode with the big improvements we've made for the better part of 2025. Much like this exciting player versus player mode introduced.
See, I want to be tanking this game, so I know 3 that I've so far been pretty pumped, but I can't decide which. I mean, yeah, and I mean, if you can be a Necro and then put a passive there to be a Death Knight and wear like heavy armor, I mean, could the Death Knight potentially tank maybe? Like, are there abilities that are in the Necro tree that can make you actually generate threat? Like, again, this is the shit that has me just like, like, you know, I love this shit. You know what I mean? This is so good.
Introducing Talon's Ring, home of the PvP.
Shut up! Don't get my hopes up. Red, dude, look at this, dude. Let me show you, because I don't know if you were here. Look at the fucking talent tree. Roar sent me this talent tree. This is how big it is, just to kind of give you like the scope of like how big this shit is, dude. There's over 270 nodes, dude. Like, isn't that fucking nuts? Like, and again, there's abilities on here. There's base stat increases. There's augments to previous earned abilities. And then there's also passives that could augment your class. Like, what the fuck? Do the classes share the same tree? No. This is one class's talent tree. So there's literally 10 different versions that are unique to each class. This is not all 10 classes talent trees. This is just the mage. All of these are mage options. That's fucking nuts, right? Like, that is crazy. Like, I know. Like, that's why I'm fucking excited. Like, you have to understand, like, I am giddy like a fucking schoolgirl. Like, that shit has me fucking excited.
Players can put their skills to the test against each other with various match types to choose from. You can go one-on-one mirror against the fighter of the same class.
Oh, I know, dude.
Or mixed one-on-one-on-one.
I want to see what gear is going to be like for sure.
Duo in a 2v2 or 2v2v2 situation. The rules of engagement are simple. Eliminate the enemy within a 5-minute time limit. There is no room for error in the arena, as you have only one round to win the fight. Show you're the best at your class, or display PvP dominance as a duo in this highly competitive experience.
Yeah, crafting is a thing. There's gathering and crafting. There's no processing.
I want to share something we've been excited about for a very long time. And it's especially for those of you who want the highest stakes Aragon can offer. We are officially bringing hardcore servers to Scars of Honor. Hardcore is a separate realm of beautiful players who love both PvE and PvP at their most intense. And it's not just the same game.
That's crazy.
The entire experience is tuned around risk.
I literally was saying that Ashes should do this. Because, again, this is such a popular thing. Like, why wouldn't you do it? Just, you die once, you start over again. Like, this is really good.
Consequence and mastery. The server is for players who want their victories to feel earned, their scars to feel legendary, and every step into danger.
Dude, yeah, this guy gets it. He does. He does.
Sharpen your blades, trust your allies, and prepare for a world that doesn't forgive mistakes.
Like
The best thing
he was saying earlier in Discord, because Vinland was in Discord and Scars of Honor Discord earlier, and basically people were talking about like old school RuneScape's community voting system that they have. Like the devs at RuneScape would put out like a vote for like, hey, we want to make this change to the game. Like, do you guys want us to change it this way? And like they have like a voting system or whatever. And Vinland was like, yeah, old school RuneScape does it. Is like, because again, their profession system technically is inspired from old school RuneScape. So, excuse me. So basically, like, this is something that, you know, like, why wouldn't, he said basically, why wouldn't we try to implement like a voting system like this? It was so successful for them, clearly. And I was like, wow. that's again, like, he gets it. He understands, you know?
About our MMORPG is bringing the different player types together. And me personally, being more of the competitive type, I am loving the PvP aspect.
No,
of
hardcore,
it.
like
But
hardcore
the
meaning
game
you
is
die
not only
once,
about
your
that.
character's done.
It's
You
also
have to make
about
a
the
new
world you
character.
live in. So stay with us, because up next we have our amazing open world.
Ask him if he's played Ellie. I have to ask him.
Hello everyone, it's me again. Let's dive deeper into the improvements we've made. We've been putting a lot of love into world building. First, we are upgrading all of our environment textures. We're making new materials and polishing our shaders in order to make them look sharper, way more alive,
Last
while
Epoch.
still
It's an
maintaining the
ARPG.
classic Scars of Honor charm. At the same time, we're bringing Iron Guard to life. Our procedural tools enable us to quickly build massive forests,
Oh, he wasn't leaning
fields,
towards
and
permadeath?
mountains.
Oh, okay.
What about the cities?
Well,
and
we'll see what he
villages,
says.
you might ask? Well, those we craft by hand, piece by piece.
Maybe that'll be a question for the community, right? Do you want a hardcore server to be permadeath, you're dead, you make a new character, or it becomes like almost like a Fulu, like Albion type of thing, you know? Maybe something like that. Be interesting. On his live stream, he's saying hardcore would be losing a percentage of what you gain, not permadeath. Oh, he did ask on the stream? Okay. I mean, like I said, maybe, again, if they ever do implement the whole old school RuneScape voting thing, maybe he can ask, like, not just his stream, but like the entire Scars community. And not hardcore means you lose everything when you die. Can't play that character no more. Want to play more hardcore, make a new hardcore mode character. Yeah. I mean, we'll see what they do. We'll see. I mean, I think it's interesting the fact that they're even considering something like this on a launch of a game, which is really good. Hold on. All right, let's keep watching.
To make every location unique and instantly recognizable. One of my favorite areas we've been working on is on the
So, with this being free to play, no pay to win, how do they intend to stay afloat? Have you made that inquiry, or is it going to be cosmetic shop? There's going to be cosmetic shop. We haven't gotten confirmation if there's going to be pay to convenience, but I would assume so too. I would assume there's probably going to be a level of pay to convenience in this game. And it's honestly kind of to be expected from a free to play game. Like, again, you have to understand the average gamer wants a free to play game that's no pay to win with no cosmetic cash shop. And it's like, okay, do you want some trillionaire to fund this game for the next 20 years or something? And, you know, no one ever has to spend a damn thing. You know, like that's not how companies work. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind giving money away to a company with like pay to convenience shit. Again, I love Last Epoch. Or I'm sorry, not Last Epoch, but PoE. And I bought a bunch of shit from their pay to convenience store when it comes to storage. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, it doesn't bother me. If the game is good and the game is fun and it's holding my attention, like, who gives a shit? It's like me just supporting the company at that point. But yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to do cosmetics. And now I don't, again, this isn't Steven or anything like that. Like, they could have potentially really amazing cosmetics in the shop comparatively to what you would earn in game. So that's a question. Like, I'm wondering, is the earnable shit you do in game going to be like as good or even better than the stuff you're going to sell in the store? Because I would think a free to play game would want to save their best shit for people to buy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were to do a monthly sub, that'd be different. We'd have a whole different other conversation. But since it's free to play, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
fall, a battlefield where humans and undead have clashed for ages. The undead influence twists the land in some really cool ways.
I did, brother. I finished all my water.
All right.
I gotta get some more.
Enough talking. Let's jump into Ondo's Fall.
In the last live stream, he was talking about innovating hardcore. He was talking, if you die, there's a roulette that happens. Hand shows you what you have equipped and what you would lose, whatever it lands. Oh my god, bro! I would fucking play on that hardcore server if that's really the case. If they fucking do that, oh my god, that'd be so much fun. Because just imagine if you just see your weapon, you know, and you're like, no, 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 you know. It's like you just lose your weapon. Your weapon's gone. You know, I don't know. That to me just screams content. Like that would be a fuck ton. That'd be so much fun to watch. So yeah. That'd be so fun.
From the beginning, we wanted quests to feel more immersive, giving you real agency, meaningful decisions, and more than one way to solve the problems in front of you. Your choices aren't just flavor. They shape the outcomes, change how quests unfold, and can affect the world of Aragon. We are getting closer to that vision, and with your help, we will keep pushing it further towards deeper, more fun.
Well, if you watch Vinland play, he ain't Steven. He knows how to play Scars of Honor, because there's shorts that I've seen of Vinland making some pretty, it looks like pretty good fucking plays. So, I mean, he's not a crappy player. So, I mean, I mean, from what he told me, I mean, he plays the shit out of his game. They said they have weekly play sessions as a studio where he's there leading, playing the game, testing the game. And I think the fact that he's doing that and being very active in that progression of development and seeing like, oh wow, like, because again, there was a part of the conversation in the interview where he told me about dopamine, and he says if you as the developer can't tell me where the dopamine is in what you're trying to make, then we should just stop making it, or we need to have another conversation of like, where can we add that oh shit moment, or like that feel good moment, you know what I mean? And it's like, again, because he gets it, he understands like the process in which the gamer is looking for, like those playable loops that are fun, that are engaging, that want to just keep eating, you know what I mean, keep going, it gets better and better, you know, like that shit is so good, it's refreshing. Just got here, skimmed to the live stream. Seems like a lot of the game Smite. No, so this is a game called Scars of Honor. So this is an upcoming free-to-play MMORPG with 0 pay to win from a small team in Bulgaria. And yeah, the game looks pretty fucking good, dude. It's literally World of Warcraft with PoE talent trees. It's awesome. Like, there's a lot of really cool shit.
Fantastical, narrative-driven questing. But be careful. Not every citizen will welcome you with open arms.
Yes, Mando, I completely agree with you, brother. He does remind me of
have impacted their
Vic,
lives
or Sven.
in a negative way. The world reacts, and it remembers.
Interesting.
In Scars of Honor, we wanted gathering and crafting to play an important role. To some extent, we can say
Label, we discussed that about like what hardcore is in Scars. I'm fine with that. I mean, hey.
We wanted to extend the gameplay, so we went for the
this is the
approach. Different gathering activities like mining, wood cutting, and fishing, which are already in the game, have their unique mini games that require timing, precision, and reflexes. In the meantime, we tried to make each of those games represent the actual activity conceptually to be more immersive experience.
Most important question, what name and what faction will the Vladis Guild be on? There is no Vladis Guild. There will never be a Vladis Guild. I am not a leader of any kind. I am a follower. So I will probably be playing the game with either Suspect if they choose to play as a guild. I mean, right now, Suspect, that's the guild I was in for Ashes. I don't know if Scars is going to be a mainstay in game for them. But I know Royer and I, we've talked about playing together. I mean, it's I don't know. I think especially a lot of the Ashes people right now, right? We're trying to be very cautiously optimistic. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. You see, yeah, Infinity Rising is doing something similar with their crafting, where it's skill based. Well, you have to understand, the reason why there's mini games, it's a free to play game. You realize as an Ashes player how rampant bots were with the $50 price tag in early access. Imagine a game being free. Now, this isn't going to deter bots. It's not like you're never going to see bots playing Scars of Honor, but the mini games are there to lessen that degree as much as possible. And of course, you're still going to see bots. Again, it's super apparent when you do see one compared to not seeing one, but you have to put as many preventative measures in a free-to-play game like this, because if you don't, the floodgates are just going to fucking open up just like it did in Lost Ark. Lost Ark was, oh my God, insanity when it launched, because there were so many fucking bots in that game. It was crazy.
The same concept is used in crafting. We have blacksmithing for equipment, alchemy, and cooking for food and potions. Of course, more crafting and gathering is planned for the future. We won't be...
Well, actually, crazy enough, Josh Drive Hayes talked to Vinland personally. Josh Drive Hayes actually went to Bulgaria to go to their studios and talked to about the game. And this was back in 2021. I saw it on their channel. I actually saw the whole interview. And Josh Drive Hayes actually played what they had demoed back then in 2021, and basically gave his opinion on like things that they should look out for, things that you should do. It was a really good interview. Just look up Josh Drive Hayes Scars of Honor and you'll see it. It's a really good interview.
Well prepared to be of high importance in the game, not just the gear that you're wearing.
I'm waiting until the spring test to push anything though. Okay.
And what potion set you've put in your belt might often make a decisive difference in a battle. Here is a look.
Yeah, MMO Byte was there too. There's a couple of the MMO players that were back in the day.
We've made gathering the materials an engaging experience by introducing mini games that fit the activity, such as mining, woodcutting, and fishing. Once we've obtained enough resources, we can try to create our desired item. Much like gathering, we've taken a similar approach to crafting interactions by incorporating various mini games for the different crafts, starting with blacksmithing.
All right, so level 20 to 22 armor, level 20, 20 to 5 armor, moderate. I guess, I don't know what moderate means. But that's a lot of different types of gear for a particular level.
Engaging with the crafting station, we are presented with various items to create, including weapons, armor, and other items like a cauldron for cooking. We can filter out the recipes we don't have enough materials for at the moment.
Dude, I love this UI. Like, it's so clean. To think this is like an alpha game is crazy, because this does not look like an alpha UI. Am I wrong? Like this UI looks so fucking good. Like it looks so good.
Now that we've selected our item, we'll proceed to craft it by playing a timing-based minigame.
Like Final Fantasy.
Different outcomes. If you fail, you just waste part of the materials. Succeeding will deliver the item you wanted. An excellent performance will provide you an improved version with additional bonuses to its stats. As you can see, we filled out the bonus part of the bar, which increased the item's rarity and gave it an additional rating. And now, onto cooking, where we can make food from gathered fruits, meats, and more, which provides effects on players' stats for a duration of time. Just like blacksmithing, for convenience, we can filter out recipes we don't have ingredients for. The cauldron needs wood as a fuel. The minigame for this one is a memory game requiring you to use the ingredients in the recipe in the correct order and with the correct heat level, which you can control by adding the right amount of wood
That's
and
cool.
timing. With alchemy, you'll be able to craft potions by using resources gathered by herbalism that can provide vital bonuses like health and mana recovery, protection or negation of negative effects, and boosts of character abilities. Its functionality has a lot in common with cooking.
I get how you do it. That's cool.
Same minigame.
I guess my only hope for that is, like, I wonder if you have to play the minigame to make one, which I hope that's not the case. I hope it's just like, hey, I want to make like 50 of them and I have all the mats. Like, I just do the minigame once and now it does the whole 50 potentially. Like, I don't know. Because it'd be really shitty if you had to play the minigame for each individual one, you know? Like, that's not so good. Gladys, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dude, that's pretty cool, man.
Wow, now that is something I've been waiting for a long, long time. Quests and exploration are what kept me going in this genre. There's just something so magical about wandering into the zone you've never seen before and getting...
Yeah, they also have multi-player minigames for gathering boss resources. Yes, they call them boss nodes. So there's these, like, from what Vinland talked to me about, was like there's these larger than life, like ore or even like trees that will show up in the world, and you'll have to like do this specific minigame for those boss nodes to like break them down, which that sounds really cool. Like, so imagine like you're just running by or whatever and you see them and you're like, oh shit, I need to call my group over here. I need to call like some of my friends to come over here and we can get all this material together, right? Like, that's pretty cool, man. Like, I don't know.
Swept up in the story and the danger. Crafting, of course, on the other hand, seems like a lot of fun too. I want to see how it plays out in the final product. Some of you have been inquiring in our Discord channel about the action bar, and let's just say we've got some improvements to show you and much more on the UI side. Let's take a look as Alex explains the changes we've made so far.
Yeah, I think the mini games will have, like, again, I think the bots could potentially figure it out, but
worthy of the adventure. That is why we have completely redesigned the UI, making it cleaner, more functional.
Araberry, do you thank you so much for the follow, man? Thank you, thank you.
Every element has been refined with purpose. The action bar is
it looks good, man. I think the UI looks great.
Smoother combat flow. Potion slots are cleaner, more visible, and easier to manage when things
I think it
get
looks
chaotic.
great.
And the overall layout is streamlined to give you the right information without the clutter.
Dang, even
No
the mini map
distraction,
looks great.
No noise, just an interface that supports your decision while keeping you fully in the world.
Our character team has been pushing the look and feel of Scars of Honor to a whole new level. We have upgraded the characters, creatures, and weapons across the board. Sharper silhouettes, more believable materials, and designs that feel truly alive to the world of Aragon. Each faction now stands out with its...
Dude, I welcome it. Honestly, like, I don't know if they are going to have a DPS meter. I would actually just put one in the game. Like, I would just put one in the fucking game. If you're going to have dungeons and raids, if you're going to have like that, like a WoW style thing, like WoW learned its lesson and not doing it themselves, I think Scars of Honor, in my opinion, should have a DPS meter. That might piss off people, but I don't care. That's just my opinion, and bite me. If you like this, you should check out the trailer for Infinity Horizon after this. It's on Steam. Okay, I'll check it out. Check it out. I'll be on online. The icons, UI, aesthetics are like 99% similar. Yeah, I mean, that's another MMO that I would probably want to just try for a little bit, see what it is. He said if the community feels like they need one, then they should put one from the dev side, not an add-on. Yeah, exactly. And I think they should. I think the devs that work on Scars of Honor should actually do a DPS meter. Because, again, you know, it took WoW a long ass time to realize that, hey, we see every single person playing our game with a DPS meter. Maybe we should just fucking add it to the game. You know, and they did. There are in Midnight. So yeah, I think they need to add a Demis meter for sure.
Own visual identity. Every hero you play or enemy you face is built to tell a story the moment you see them. We've also improved our model.
Kovrum, dude, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs, man. Thank you. Very much appreciate that, dude. If anybody's on that got a sub, man, you know, give hearts in chat for Kovrum, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much. You're worth it, brother. Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much, dude. Let's keep watching.
Also built and rendered in game.
Really do appreciate that,
This
man.
means more
Thank you.
detail, more personality, and a stronger connection to the lore in every piece of armor, every weapon, and every creature animation. At the end of the day, we want your journey to feel meaningful. Not just power progression, but in how your character grows visually as you experience the world. We're incredibly excited to show you what's coming
There we go.
next.
I do love the look, man. I honestly don't know if the music they're playing is the music in the game, but I really love the music. Because it makes me feel like I'm in like a very like minstrel, like medieval fantasy game. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I agree. You deserve it. Quality feedback and reviews. Yeah, Joe. Thank you, man. Like I said, I mean, I'm excited for Scars. I know a lot of people, you know, have been asking a lot of questions. I've seen a lot of Ashes refugees currently in the Scars Discord. And I figured, you know, if I can do a live stream, just kind of watching this, you know, particular live stream to just explain the game more, or just kind of give more about the game. Like, I think that's going to be, you know, it's just a good thing for just players to have more knowledge. Right. Kira XP, thanks so much for the follow, brother. And, Bostova, thank you so much for the follow too, man. Thank you. I generally think this could be the next big MMO if they deliver. Is this Cope? Probably. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be like the next huge, you know, MMORPG, but I will say every single released MMO usually has their time in the sun. Like when Lost Ark came out, it was really big. When New World came out, it was really big. Again, Scars of Honor, it's not like they had like a shit ton of traction from like a lot of mainstay content creators like Asmin or even Lazy Peon or anything like that. But I wouldn't be shocked if you see a Lazy Peon video in the future of Scars of Honor. Not saying I know anything, but I wouldn't be shocked is what I'm saying. I wouldn't be shocked. It reminds me of Lord of the Rings Online. Yeah, we'll see. Let me see. I listened to the Elwyn Forest music the other day for so many years. The wave of nostalgia hit me like a train. I get the same feeling from this game. Yeah, I mean, again, music is a catalyst a lot for invoking memory. And, you know, when you hear that music, it takes you back. You know what I mean? Like, again, dude, it was really weird because I remember this Milli Vanilli song that came on. Again, I'm old. Okay, probably these young kids are like, who the hell is Milli Vanilli? But there was a Milli Vanilli song that came on, and it literally reminded me of going to school to the first grade. It brought me to this point of me being in my mom's Lincoln town car of going to school in the morning, because I remember hearing that Milli Vanilli song then, and it just it literally, like, I heard that song and I don't know why my brain just transported me to that one specific time in my life. So music is a huge catalyst for like nostalgia, you know? Yeah, S-Man covered this on his live stream. Blame It on the Rain. I think maybe that was the Milli Vanilli song. Yeah, it's there was a lot of Milli Vanilli songs that are super popular, but yeah, it could have been Blame It on the Rain. Let me see, Brother Lincoln town car was turned into a boat. Dude, yeah, my mom's car looked like a limo. Like, I remember going to school and my friends used to think, dang, yeah, is that a limo? I was like, no, it's not a limo. It's just a long ass car. But yeah, if S-Man talked about it, great. You know, I think, again, now that Ashes is gone, you have to understand there's a lot of very passionate MMO people out there that are big content creators. I think Scars is only going to see more and more and more of these bigger creators probably supporting this game, because there's nothing to lose. No one's telling you to buy anything. No one's saying, hey, go buy the early supporter pack, or hey, like, there's this thing, go and buy something from them. It's all free. The upcoming demo is going to be free. Early access is going to be free. Launch is going to be free. What the fuck do you have to lose? You know what I mean? There's nothing on you monetarily at this point. So let's know this game is trying to do its own thing and not trying to compete. No, it is. Like, it's trying to do its own thing, but it's also hearkening to games that I think people beloved: OSRS, PoE, World of Warcraft, like, why not? You know what I'm saying? If something is going to go wrong, I don't understand how free to play model works unless they release expansions packs / quest lines you can buy. They'll need more money than just cosmetics. I would say, and again, I would pay a subscription for this game. I would. And if Vinland or the team want to add an optional subscription model for like better rewards or, buffs or something like that, to like non-power player buffs or something, like I would not mind giving them $15 a month for this game, like personally. But I think also people completely misunderstand the power of cosmetics. Cosmetics would, the World of Warcraft steed, or that one mount, made more money than StarCraft 2. That one cosmetic mount made more money than StarCraft 2. Cosmetics are really, really crazy. So, but again, having that stable income of a subscription model, I would do. Like I 100% would do. Let me see. I will say free to play and no sub will always concern me. I've heard the reasoning is they have server tech that keep the prices low, but I'm always on the edge with free. Yeah, honestly, from what Vinland described to me is that they are going to rent like Amazon servers. The thing is that there's usually when companies rent servers, they also rent out portions of software, back-end server infrastructure software with it. That's not what they're going to do. All Vinland's going to do is just rent the server. That's it. They actually have, I think, their own proprietary Scars of Honor server back-end infrastructure tools. So they don't have to pay for that. And they themselves will be monitoring that shit. And that's the other thing about it too, when it comes to banning or people doing shady shit, is that they are the ones working on the code. If they want to IP ban, hardware ban, do all the fucking bans to their server infrastructure, they have the power to literally do it in studio. Like I believe when it came to Steven and Ashes of Creation, they had to work in tandem with Amazon to get probably IP addresses or certain things of, to get those people banned. So that's another really great thing too. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, as a content creator, I do see going for a new project would be the go-to play for the potential of being one of the OG creators if the MMO pops off. So would your channel. So, I mean, for me, I think Roar being kind of the pioneer for us to all come here, because I think that's the other thing too. I've seen people saying oh my God, is this Scars of Honor game paying all the Ashes creators to come and start making content for the game? No, dude. All of us are we lost our MMO. And again, as a Warcraft player of 20 fucking years, Roar, who's been playing WoW longer than I have, I think he's actually been playing since 2004. I've been playing since 2005. So, I mean, we're just a year apart, but still, why wouldn't we fucking support a game that's free to fucking play and no pay to win, that is literally a hearken to World of Warcraft and systems that are inspired by other great games? Why wouldn't I want to support that fucking game? And let's just be honest, a lot of the other projects that are out there just aren't my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying that I want Quinfall to fail. I want Pantheon to fail. I want every single MMO project to succeed. But the one thing that I've said on my channel for fucking years is class customization. That is my bread and butter. That's what I fucking love. That's why I love WoW, because it's brand new talent trees with the class spec, or the class talent tree and the spec talent tree is really cool. I like it. But you're telling me I can have a fucking Path of Exile talent tree in a fucking MMORPG? Hell yeah. It's fucking insane. And it's free to play. Brother, come on. Just curious if Scars can pull off a good launch. Did you hear Highguard laid off most of their staff? Yeah, I did. And again, it's this industry is a hard thing to get into. You know what I mean? And we saw that with Ashes, and I wish them the best. And, from what, Vinland says is that they're still good. You know what I mean? There's no issues, but we've heard people say that they had no issues before and what happened. So, I'm just, again, I'm not all officially Scars brain now, where you know, again, I feel like anything can always go wrong. Stuff can take a left turn to Albuquerque real fucking quick. And the next day we're fucking homeless again. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think to take away hope for people and to say now there's nothing else. Cause I remember seeing that too, of people saying if Ashes fails, I have no more hope left for the MMO genre. Well, Ashes failed, but should your hope just be gone now? No, I don't think so. Again, there's always going to be other projects that could come that could end up being for you. And for me specifically, Scars seems like a game that was literally cultivated and crafted and now being created for me. So yeah, 100% customization is king. Plenty of endless possibilities. Exactly. Like 100%. Let's see. No, just don't bring a board or a carrot into this. Dude. 100%. Let me see. Sound didn't play on my dude. Honestly, I removed all those sound bites. I don't know why they're still available on Twitch. They're gone. I removed all the Ashes shit. All the Ashes shit is gone. So I don't know why it's still on Twitch. I got to probably go back into the blurt.com and remove it, but it's not there on Blurt. I don't know what the fuck to do. Rug pull of a soundboard. Oh shit. It was usually keep at least one Ashes sound. The only sound that I was considering to actually get was the Phoenix sound. You know, like every time when the Ashes logo would appear, it would do that Phoenix sound. I was thinking of getting that one, but I don't know, man. It's just, I think the wound is still too fresh. If that gets, there's still that right MMO, but we haven't heard anything about it in years, and we probably won't hear about it for more years, to be honest with you. So you need to keep that Steven one. I don't know. All right, let's keep watching. I do love the gear, man. I like the way the gear looks in this game. His soundboard is fully funded. Oh. That was funny. Okay. His soundboard is considering a takeover. No, dude, the board voted me off. Like, I'm not even the CEO of my board anymore. Okay. Like, I don't even own the board. I'm not on the board. Oh my God. Is this going to be open world or zone based? So from what I know, it's going to be zone based. So just like World of Warcraft, how you have like a zone, this is like the levels of monsters within that zone, and then you move to another zone. It's probably going to have that same exact progression. So are you going to be on the sidelines for Scars until 1.0 release? I will probably be making content for it, to be honest with you. I was talking to Roar about this because it, you know, as an Ashes creator, we were literally putting all of our eggs in that basket. At least I was. There were certain creators that weren't doing that, but I purposefully did that. And I have no problem of removing the Ashes basket and putting my Scars basket there. Because again, Ashes was a game that I was still on the fence on. I mean, you guys know that the issues that I had with Ashes of Creation. If you follow me for any length of time, there was many issues. Even though I supported the product, even though I championed the product, there were a lot of issues I had with that game. I don't really have a lot of issues with this project. Like this, if I were to make a pros and cons list, I mean, I think there is very few cons so far and a shit ton of pros. So, I don't know, man. It's just, yeah, we don't know enough, and that's okay. I mean, I feel like I know enough to be excited for it. Now, there could be things that come out during that demo that are going to feel irky or are going to feel like really, but, you know, I think so far, from all the information that I've heard, I am on board. Tibby had a free-to-play, but subscription for access to certain spells and less XP loss on some things. I mean, I don't know how they could work it in, but all I'm saying is I wouldn't mind paying a subscription model for this game. I would not mind. And if they want to do an optional subscription model to do like, I know the whole dreaded battle pass thing, you know, but if you want to be on like a battle pass thing for paying the sub, but you can play the game completely free without it. You just won't get the things for it for a battle pass, but you know, it is what it is. The game looks promising. Loved your interview with Vinland. I'm worried about factions in 2026. It doesn't work in 2026 in classic WoW. I worry about dead servers and no crossplay. I'm excited about the PoE style talent system, but I'm worried about the scope and issues with the small team balancing this massive system. I'm a PvP player, and I hope this game has an awesome world PvP. Like people actually toggle PvP on, and the instance arenas and BGs are fun. Well, Rogue, I completely agree with you because that's why I mentioned PvP, because open world PvP in Classic, in my opinion, isn't so good. There's a couple of things that need to be tweaked. When it comes to factions, the reason why factions are the way they are is because you can go to a website and look and literally see the faction imbalance. So if you want to play Horde on a Classic server, you can go to a website and it'll tell you, oh, this Horde, this server is 100% Horde. So that's how people have been doing it. If Scars does it right, they don't have to tell you what people are where. You know what I'm saying? So there probably will be some imbalance, right? Maybe like, you know, 40-60, 30-70. But back in the day, we didn't have access to that shit in World of Warcraft. Back in like 2005, 2006, you just picked a fucking server. You know what I'm saying? So, and the other thing about it too, is that I think I think the team is still trying to consider what things could actually be okay to put together. You know what I'm saying? Lightward, thank you so much for the follow, man. Thank you. Meaning in World of Warcraft on Classic Realms, auction houses as an example. When you go to the auction house, you're only seeing Horde auctions. You're not seeing anything Alliance space. Scars doesn't have to do that. Scars can have an entire auction house with both factions of their auctions being represented. You know what I'm saying? So to me, there are things that we can look at World of Warcraft and see, oh, those are issues. Like those are things that are kind of dumb that we don't need to do. And they could put that in. Like again, they're in development, right? You playing the Monsters and Memories play test tomorrow? I probably will. I think so far, like I said I would. I don't see why I wouldn't. I got to go and probably try to download it tomorrow and just see. I have a feeling though that game's not going to be for me. I'm just letting y'all know right now. He talked about faction houses and black market trades for higher taxes. Yeah, I mean, again, all I'm saying is that there can be a discussion of what World of Warcraft did when it came to dividing the factions and talking about certain systems that did that, and should Scars do that? That's all I'm saying. Like having that discussion now is really good because they're still in development. They can still tweak or change or adapt to a certain style because it's not launched, right? And we're not going to be launched for a while. So I think it's good having these conversations now because they're paying attention, they're listening. Centralized auction house also helps against RMT fixed prices. Exactly. I agree with that 100%. AOC crawled, so Scars of actually gonna run 100%, dude. Scars look like the best bet at this point. Too many others using pre-built engines and assets. Yeah, well, honestly, Scars is using the Unity engine. This isn't a custom engine that they're using. This is the Unity. This is Unity that they're using. So, give me 1 second, guys. I need to go pee, man. I've been holding it. 1 second. All right. Wait, no. Listen to Roar's interview. Scars has a custom built server tech from scratch. Yeah. I talked about that. Yeah, so they're still gonna rent servers from like Amazon or probably from AGS or whatever, but they have the backend infrastructure technology to run their servers. You know what I mean? There's like, you need the servers, you need the hardware, but there's also software that's attached to it. They have the software in-house. Does that make sense? They still need the hardware, but they have the software. And usually when AGS rents, they rent both the hardware and the software. So that's the difference. And apparently renting just the hardware server is way the fuck cheaper than renting both the hardware and the software. That's the difference.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. Everything you've seen on the showcase will be featured in the demo, where every player will start at level 16. This way, you will have talent points, spells, and
can't
scars
wait.
to see all of these in actions instantly. You will also create your character with 4 classes to choose from and can engage freely with the talents, discover the dungeon system, duke it out on the battlegrounds and the arena, embark on quests, among all the rest of the things. This is only the beginning.
Yeah, they charge per
We
user with
cannot wait
software,
to have
normally
you play
30
our
cents per
demo
player.
and dive into
That's
the
very,
adventure.
very realistic
Goodbye
right
for
there.
now, and see you next time. But wait, I was about to forget. Venolin has something very special for our hardcore MMORPG players.
Before we close, I just want to say thank you to everyone watching, to the community that's been with us through every step of this journey. Your feedback, your patience, and your excitement are a huge part of why Scars of Honor is keep moving forward. We've come a long way. Over the past months, we've rebuilt core systems,
Get the
pushed the
bucket.
visual and gameplay quality forward, and shaped the experience into something more distinct, more ambitious, and much closer to the Aragon we want to live in. What you saw today isn't a concept. It's the foundation of what you'll be playing next. And yes, there's one more surprise. Scars of Honor is coming to Steam. You can access the page right now. Everything we shared with you today is part of the first demo that you access on Steam very soon. PvP, PvE, new classes, talents, scars, endless dungeon, crafting. We really hope to see you there and help us to build the best version of the game. We can't wait to see you all in Aragon really soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinland. Jesus Christ, thank you. Oh, God. Yeah, so basically there's a dungeon, and again, it has a start and finish. It's not going to be where it's going to take you 5 hours to complete this dungeon. The dungeon has 64,000 variations. This dungeon could potentially be done within 30 to 40 minutes. But each time you run the dungeon, it's like new rooms, new mini bosses. It's still going to be the same last boss, but the journey to the last boss is always going to be different. So I don't know. I think that's really interesting. I kind of hope they do a mixture of these kind of like procedural dungeon design and then linear dungeon design. Like, I mean, again, maybe I'll change my tone once I go in through this procedural dungeon and see like, oh my God, it's freaking amazing. But, you know, I think also like having stuff like figured out and having bosses, or especially mini bosses, that they drop particular loot, you know, on a linear boss or a linear dungeon, like it's kind of good to know like, hey, I need the second boss's shoulders, you know what I mean? Like hopefully it drops kind of thing. But it's like to run like a procedural dungeon to where you don't know if that mini boss is going to spawn, like that's going to be kind of a little, you know, it becomes an is what it is situation, but we'll see. Maybe they can do something different with that. I don't know. Do we know what subclasses the paladin might be? We don't know. Again, you understand all of these classes don't have specs. There's just a massive talent tree. Now, based off of how big their talent tree is and based off of the stuff they've kind of alluded to, you could have like 3 different ways to play a paladin. You know, paladin could technically be just like a paladin in WoW. Like you can have like a tank version, a healer version, a DPS version. But the cool thing about this is that you can mix them. You can be like, again, almost like classic WoW, where you can go into like the ret tree and then go into like a little bit of the holy tree or a little bit of the tank tree. Like, I don't know, like that seems pretty cool. Did he go over that with you? Raids will be linear and dungeons will be procedural. Yes, he did. Like, and all my feedback was like, have you guys considered potentially doing like a couple of procedural dungeons and a couple of linear dungeons? Just so that way, like, you know, you have just a dungeon that's just an is what it is dungeon. You know, it's always going to be this. It's always going to be like what you see is what you get. But then there's these other dungeons that are like ever changing, you know, like that, you know, because again, I feel that they can crank that out faster technically, but it just depends on what the team wants to go for. How long is the demo going to be? We don't know. We don't know how long the demo is going to be. Hopefully a while. We'll see. Tom, do you thank you so much for the follow, brother? Thank you. Let's, oh, the videos. Oh, is that it? I like it. So, right now you cannot download the demo. The demo apparently will come out. From what Vinland says, they're going to be making an announcement soon. So I would just say the Blizzard infamous soon TM. But he did say it would be in the spring. So I would assume probably in March or April of when the demo will be released. I mean, because that's when the spring usually is. But I don't want them to rush. Like I want to play it as polished as I can version of the demo. Like I think the worst thing any company can do is rush out a thing and there's like issues, there's problems, there's like servers going down, there's, you know what I'm saying? Like, classes don't work, things are broken, the game is crashing, you know, like if first impressions, even in a demo, can be very impactful, because if the demo's smooth, if the demo's fun, and the demo actually has some grit and weight to what we're doing, you're going to attract a shit ton of people with that. You know what I mean? Because always what it's going to have to be, right? Yeah, they're only demoing 4 classes. Yes, they're only demoing the 4 classes. So, I mean, because usually what it is like usually something comes out and it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like it's either terrible because the systems are like 2 inches deep, you know, very shallow, super unpolished. You know, it just wasn't what people expected. And, you know, I think again, the first impression is just, if you can make a very good first impression in a demo and then take that offline and then go back to work and get that feedback that you garnered and then do those improvements. And the next time you bring it out with early access with all 10 classes, because there's gonna be 10 classes in this game. It's going to be fucking wild. I can't wait. He's bringing the lead on his stream when he started. Yes. And I am going to stream on Sunday, and I need to find out when he's going to stream on Sunday, because I don't know what Bulgaria time is, but hopefully it's a time that I can potentially stream, because I would want to stream to almost like watch his stream kind of thing, and just to see what's going on. But yeah, this Sunday they're going over classes. Yeah, I can't wait. Because if they're going over classes, that means they're going over class talent trees. And I need to know as much as I can about that. Does everyone have the same or the exact same PoE like talent tree? If so, wouldn't each role pick the same meta build to get the best DPS, heals, least damage taken? Yeah. Because that's what it is now. Dude, again, you're never going to get rid of a meta. Don't think you are. Path of Exile, there's metas, but you have to understand too, the reason why there's metas is because most people are too lazy to be individualistic and actually experiment. The reason why new builds come up is because someone doesn't want to be a sheep and really tries to like make something else work. They look at the meta, they see what people are doing in a certain class, and especially in Path of Exile, and then you'll see, oh, dude, have you seen this new build? It wasn't new. It's just someone figured it out. Someone put all the right points together, put all the right gear together, and bam, it fucking works. And that's what it's going to be in this game. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind seeing a meta build to get a person started, but I love customizing. I like figuring out, hey, if it fucking sucks, I'll start over and I'll try it again. But yeah, like I think that's really, really good. Let me put it this way. If Scars has a breakthrough, Blizzard will finally feel obligated to make an effort. I feel like Blizzard honestly has been trying to make an effort. Look, I give Blizzard a lot of shit for a lot of things, but the fact that they put in the housing, which is something players have been asking for a long time, they put in housing probably in the best way. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, the housing system, it's not a thing that I wanted personally. Like, it was a thing probably I wanted way back when, but I don't really care for housing at this point. But it's a legit system. Like, it's, you know, they are trying, is what I'm saying. Scars break meta. You can have a Lego Scar that'll boost and be absurd style and it wrecks. Well, yeah, and again, you can get a legendary Scar that could alter a build that's potentially mid and make that build really good. So it's like you need a combination of the right Scars with the right talent bill and the right gear. And if you have that trifecta, you can fucking rip. You know what I mean? And I love that. Like, I think that's what class expression always was to me. And again, I really want to know what their set bonuses are going to be like, because apparently there's going to be dungeon sets, there's going to be raid sets. I'm really curious if there's going to be a more horizontal progression when it comes to like having different rate or different set bonuses. Or if it's just going to be like a more vertical thing like WoW, where it's like, oh, you just want to always have like the best or the newest raid tier, you know, kind of thing. And the old raid tier is just kind of invalidated because we're not in that like patch anymore. Like, I don't know, like that to me was always lame, but maybe they can come up with something different here. You know, who knows? Let me see. One of my favorite things to do in Diablo 2 PvP was off the wall non-meta builds and make them work. That was a small system to work with. This big town tree will allow for more variation, and then you have the Scar system on top of it. No, exactly. Like, and that to me is like why I'm excited about it, because I honestly thought we would never ever have a PoE talent tree in an MMO, because I thought that was just too much. That's way too much vertical progression to add into an MMO. But if you break it down, if you think every time you level, they don't award you any base points, right? It's just you earn a talent point, and that one talent point could, you know, give you base stats, right? Or it can give you crit, it can give you, you know, intellect, but it can also give you an ability. It could also give you like a class change. It could also give you, you know, a utility ability. Like, I'm seeing now, like if someone actually put in the work, which these people clearly did, maybe it fucking can. You know what I'm saying? It's both vertical and horizontal at the same time. It's long overdue, in my opinion. Yeah. And that's the thing I'm excited about. If it truly is both, that could be really fucking cool. Yes, you can change Scars. There's going to be either a gold price you can pay, but I believe that only goes so far, and then you can't pay gold for it anymore. And then you need an item. And then once you use that item, I don't think you can change it anymore. I think they want Scars to be something, and maybe that could change, but I think they want Scars to be something more defining as that specific character. Like if you want to chance a different Scars and you already wasted your opportunities, you might want to just create a whole new like class. And again, I understand that might not be like the thing, and they could change it, but I just want to see how it plays out. You know what I'm saying? A Blizzard can take all they want, but no one can take from Blizzard. I mean, you're not wrong. Let me see, did you hear Blizzard sued Arcade, I think, over housing because they allegedly stole the Arcade housing system idea from Blizzard, and that's why the official Arcade servers were shut down. Really? I did not hear about that. I don't know. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off because it's already 10 o'clock. I am super duper tired, but I really appreciate you guys coming in and watching this December live stream with me for Scars of Honor. To all the people that didn't even know about this game, well, you're welcome. But yeah, this game I think has so much potential to it. And again, it's free. There's no monetary thing that you have to do. The only thing you'll ever get scammed with is your time. So if you want to play the upcoming demo, like I said, just wish list it on Steam. And you'll be able to play the demo completely free. Once it comes out in early access and there's more of like an alpha 2 starting experience, where like a more fuller experience, that'll also be free too. So only thing about Scar systems would be PvP versus PvE. Yeah. And again, you have to be more mindful of like, do I want to be more, by making this scar choice, it's both affecting my PvE and my PvP. And am I okay with it? You know what I'm saying? So if you're more of a versatile player, then it's gonna be a hard decision. If you're more of like, I'm all in on PvP, I don't give a shit about PvE, then it might be more easier for you or that person. From the Guild and Arcade Classic was switched it from official Arcade to Arcade Classic. Arcade official give only Korea now. Oh, okay. Well, guys, again, thank you all so much for coming out. Tomorrow I'll be playing Monsters and Memories on stream. And then Saturday, I have no idea what I'm gonna do on Saturday. I'll probably try to figure it out tomorrow. But yeah, if you want to come and watch me then, it'll probably be in the evening time. I'll be streaming. So thank you all so much, guys, for coming on. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe and have a happy Thursday. Take care. Oh, wait, the Affinity Rising video. Okay, let me go do that real fast. 1 second. Infinity Rising. Is it a trailer? Okay, 2 months ago. It's a pre-alpha trailer. 3 minutes. Nathan, thank you so much. Again, if you want to peace out, I'm just gonna watch this trailer, then I'll get off stream.
Welcome. You're here early, that's good. Means there's something special about you. We got a whole lot going wrong around here. You better.
Is this
train
space?
up. We got terrors knocking on our infrastructure. And some mighty strange occurrences going on.
Oh, that's pretty.
I'm afraid our world is at risk. Without people like you, cornucopias might fall into darkness. Better get smart, get trained, and be ready. The storm is coming. I can feel it. I'd like to say we've been through worse, but this time I'm not so sure. Good luck out there. You're going to need every bit you can get.
Children of the multiverse, you have crossed the veil through the gate.
Is this an
stand
MMO?
with us in cornucopias. You have my appreciation. I am but a messenger, a guide sent to show you the path that must be walked. But know this, the rifts are only the beginning. What you have seen is but a shadow of what is yet to come. The path ahead is dark, and the cost will be great. For the dangers you face are not born of this world alone, but from beyond it. Some of you will fight the tide, others will build and restore, some will weave knowledge, while others will sustain through trade and...
If this is an MMO like Destiny, I am not interested. Like it's just like I understand like Destiny is considered to be an MMORPG. That's like not, yeah, like Destiny 3, like that's not for me. Like I want more of a traditional, like people that say like, oh, Eve is an MMORPG. It's not a traditional MMORPG. And I feel like this kind of is in that same lane. It's like Star Citizen is an MMORPG. Is it though? Like, you know, so it's like, no, it doesn't look nothing like Destiny. But what I'm saying is it's like, it's not the traditional like class design, spell abilities like we just saw from Scars of Honor or World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14. Like there's like, you know, first person shooter elements. There's like, again, like, I don't know if this is going to be for me. It does look pretty though. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate you letting me watch it, but it's just, even though it's really pretty, it ain't going to be for me. I can tell you that right now. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Stay safe. Thank you so much. All right. Bye-bye.